For today and tomorrow, we have Vietnam War. This will be presented by General Dharma Bania. I hope you are all familiar with him. He is very renowned as an instructor. Throughout his life, he has spent a lot of time as an instructor in different level. Vietnam War is a very important topics because it's related to the superpower and their prestige, and still they are very sensitive about it. As usual, you can have questions at the end of the talk. If you have any queries left, you can cover that tomorrow also. After that also, if you have any queries, then we can clarify that later on. Okay, then Dharma, please, you can proceed. Go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, good afternoon, gentlemen. Today, in two periods, I am going to discuss about Vietnam War in general in first period, and in second period, I'll talk about Battle of Khe Sanh, 1967-68. Okay, this is the map of Vietnam, okay? This is the map of today's Vietnam. Okay, before you start any presentation or any military history subject, you have to briefly touch upon geography, short history, and the events of the battle. Okay. Today I'll be discussing in Nepali and English both languages. Okay. Now geography. The Vietnam officially the Socialist Republic of Vietnam is the easternmost country on the Southeast Asian Indo-Chinese Peninsula. Okay, its capital is Hanoi, while its most popular city and the commercial hub is Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon. This is the Vietnam War map. It's divided in two sub-countries separated by demilitarized zone on 17th parallel line. History. Vietnam became the colony of France on late 19th century. Before, during World War II, it was occupied by Japanese forces also. Now, to fight up both Japanese occupiers and French colonial power, the political leader Ho Chi Minh, inspired by Chinese and Soviet communism, formed the Viet Minh, or the League for the Independence of Vietnam. The Viet Minh fought a guerrilla war against Japanese as well as French, which was supported by Americans. Soon after the surrender of Japan, Ho Chi Minh declared Vietnam as the Democratic Republic of Vietnam from France. Ho Chi Minh's Viet Minh forces immediately rose up, taking over the northern city of Hanoi and declaring a Democratic Republic of Vietnam with Ho Chi Minh as the president. When जब चाहिँ हो ची मिनले independence घोषणा गर्यो, त्यसपछि he became the president and he took over the command of the northern part of Vietnam and Hanoi and Hanoi as the capital. And the southern part of the Vietnam was ruled by Emperor Bao, who was the last emperor of Vietnam. Now, northern Vietnam was under Ho Chi Minh, and southern Vietnam was under Bao Dai, Emperor Bao Dai. Both the part wanted the same thing, to unite Vietnam as one country. Northern wanted to unite Vietnam as the communist country, and Southern wanted to unite Vietnam as a democratic country. After World War II, again there was conflict with French. And from after World War II till 1954, the Northern were fighting with French occupiers. So Uttari चाहिँ जुन Vietnam छ, Viet Minh forces छ, they were fighting with French occupiers. French occupiers and Western were supporting Southern Vietnam. कुरा बुझ्यो होला. अब July 20, 1954 मा Viet Minh force, it means Ho Chi Minh's guerrilla forces destroyed, the French colonial power completely. Dien Phu भन्ने ठाउँमा चाहिँ नि फ्रेन्चलाई चाहिँ ध्वस्त पार्यो भने हरायो. तिम्रो म्यापमा देखाउँछु म. यो ठाउँमा फ्रेन्चलाई चाहिँ नि नर्थर्न भियतनामिज फोर्सेसले they destroyed them there completely. And now French started negotiation with Viet Minh force, with Ho Chi Minh. त्यसपछि July 21, 1954 मा Viet Minh forces and French had talks in Geneva. जसमा चाहिँ नि साउथ भियतनामको चाहिँ पार्टी चाहिँ त्यसमा संलग्न थिएन. French colonial power and Ho Chi Minh, they agreed to divide Vietnam in two parts, above 17th parallel line and below 17th parallel line. 17th parallel line भन्दा माथि चाहिँ नि नर्दर्न भागमा चाहिँ नि नर्दर्न भियतनाम भयो, त्योभन्दा तल चाहिँ के त साउदर्न भियतनाम भयो. They were separated by demilitarized zone, DMZ, along 17th parallel line. त्यसपछि साउदर्न भियतनामको चाहिँ जुन emperor थियो, he was dismissed by his first prime minister. Dien Diem भनेर चाहिँ उसलाई हराइदियो. उसलाई coup गरेर चाहिँ हटाइदियो. This is the history. Now, what is Vietnam War? The Vietnam War is a successful attempt on the part of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, that is DRV, Northern Vietnam, and the National Front for the Liberation of the Vietnam, that is Vietcong, which were South Vietnamese. Vietcong भनेको को भन्दा चाहिँ साउथ भियतनाममा चाहिँ भएका नर्थर्न भियतनामको चाहिँ कम्युनिस्टलाई चाहिँ सपोर्ट गर्ने चाहिँ एउटा फोर्स हो Vietcong भनेको. They are the sympathizers, they are the South Vietnamese forces, but are the sympathizers to North Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh. They have significant role in Vietnam War, VC, the Vietcong. यसरी चाहिँ नि नर्थ फ्रेन्चलाई चाहिँ हराएपछि 1954 मा फ्रेन्च हटेपछि 54 बाट 65 सम्म they had an internal civil war in Vietnam. 54 देखि 65 सम्म Northern Vietnam led by Ho Chi Minh, supported by Southern Vietcong, against Southern Vietnam government, they had the fighting, they had the civil war between them, northern and southern part. त्यसपछि Southern were supported by Americans to some extent till 65. 65 सम्म चाहिँ नि 65 सम्म चाहिँ त्योभन्दा अगाडि पनि they were supporting Southern Vietnam. Americans were supporting Southern Vietnam. Americans were supporting French in Southern Vietnam and Northern Vietnam also. But when त्यसपछि त्यहाँ सिभिल वार सुरु भएपछि 54 to 65 सम्म सिभिल वार सुरु भएपछि American had interest. So Americans were, had interest. So they had their ship in the Gulf of Tonkin भन्छ. यो इलाकामा चाहिँ नि this is the Gulf of Tonkin. यहाँ चाहिँ नि यो इलाकामा चाहिँ अमेरिकन चाहिँ नि नेभल फोर्सेस आउँदाखेरिमा they were fired upon by Northern Vietnamese. Then after Americans were involved in Vietnam War. जब 1965 मा American naval ship लाई, American military ship लाई Northern Vietnamese forces ले attack गर्यो. त्यसपछि Americans were officially involved in Vietnam War. Okay. Now, what is the cause of Vietnam? तिमीहरुले चाहिँ पछि चाहिँ इक्जाममा लेख्दाखेरिमा चाहिँ नि you write short geographical features थोरै, त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि यसको historical background half page जति, and त्यसपछि you will write the causes of Vietnam War. What was the causes of Vietnam War? This is very important. जातमा सेवर आउँछ यो. The first cause of Vietnam War was Vietnamese independence. Okay. Vietnam was colonized by French power. They had also was occupied by Japan during World War II. North Vietnamese both fought against Japanese and French forces. They defeated French forces in 1954. In Dien Bien Phu मा चाहिँ हरायो उलाई, हराएपछि यसमा चाहिँ हराइदियो. They were defeated by the Vietnamese at Dien Bien Phu. अनि 54 मा चाहिँ जेनेभा एक्कर्ड भएपछि 17 parallel line में divided. So they had the extreme desire. Of course, they had the desire to be independent from any occupier. This was the first cause. Civil War. From 1954 to 65, they had civil war between northern and southern Vietnam, separated by 17 parallel line. South came under increasing attack for the communists in South Vietnam itself. They were called National Liberation Front or Vietcong. पहिले भने Vietcong भनेको हो त भन्दाखेरि South Vietnamese communists supporting Ho Chi Minh in North. Being South Vietnamese, they were loyal to the North Vietnamese communist ideology. And third is the dominion theory. World War was just completed in Eastern Europe. Many countries were converted to the Eastern Europe. त्यसै गरी South, त्यसै गरी Vietnam because of China, there could be a communist country. Americans were more worried to stop the Vietnamese becoming a communist country. Americans were involved in Vietnam War. The USA was afraid that communism would spread to South Vietnam and the rest of the Asia. So America decided to send money, supplies, and military as advisors to help South Vietnamese government. And the fourth reason is the weak South Vietnamese government. Of course, there was civil war, and South Vietnamese government was very corrupt. They were very corrupt, and they were not in position to safeguarding their country, their southern part. And the South Vietnamese president Diem Ban Thieu, he did not like Buddhists. So South Vietnamese were rebelling against him. This was the fourth reason. The fourth one, the Gulf of Tonkin Incident 64. Since North Vietnamese provoked to fire on the American military ship in Gulf of Tonkin, then President Lyndon Johnson sent the first contingent of Marines in 1965. The first major contingent of the US Marine came in Vietnam in 65. Since 65 to 75, Americans were deeply involved in Vietnam War. What was the objective of the war? North or South को त objective के थियो त? हेर, यहाँ छ. North Vietnamese and the Vietcong, they wanted to unite and impose communist system over the entire nation. However, South Vietnam wanted to unite and impose democratic system over the entire nation. What are the forces involved in what were the forces involved in in the Vietnam War? They are eight under. North Vietnam commander force के थियो भने यस यहाँ हेराइए North Vietnam. People's Army of Vietnam, PAVN, and Vietcong, a South Vietnamese Communist guerrilla force supporting North Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh was the overall commander of this leader of North Vietnam. And General Giap was the military commander. Also, he was the defense minister also. South Vietnam. Who was the chief of the state? Emperor Bao Dai. त्यसपछि you are the prime minister. RBF represent Vietnam. त्यसको चाहिँ chief भयो, पछि चाहिँ general चाहिँ ले प्यान ताई थियो. अनि RBF चाहिँ के त Republic of Vietnam. Now, US forces, the presidency were from Kennedy to Nixon. Kennedy नाम राखा छैन. He was succeeded by Lyndon Johnson. President Kennedy by Nixon, the president was in America. US Armed Forces, and overall commander of the US forces was General William Westmoreland. He was the commander of the entire US forces in Vietnam, which is called Military Assistance Command Vietnam, MACV, Military Assistance Command Vietnam. त्यसपछि he was replaced by General Creighton Abraham. पछि Westmoreland पछाडि General Abraham आइपुग्यो. And the forces, MACV, Military Assistance Command Vietnam, यो फौजहरु थियो approximately 500,000 troops थियो, 5 लाख फौज थियो अमेरिकन फौज भियतनाममा, होल कन्ट्रीमा। अब militarily Vietnam was divided into 4 combat tactical zones. Northern part यसमा चाहिँ this was called first core tactical zone, second core tactical zone, third core tactical zone, fourth core tactical zone. अब क्याजुअलिटीको बारेमा चाहिँ मलाई भन्दै मोटामोटी सर देखाउँछु मैले। 58,220 American soldiers were killed in Vietnam War. 58,000 फौज चाहिँ अमेरिकन फौज they died in Vietnam War. यति घाइते भएको थियो, यति मिसिङ भइरहेको थियो। त्यसै गरी more than 6.1 million tons bombs were dropped compared to 2.1 million tons of bomb in World War II. World War II मा यति बम खसेको थियो भनेदेखि Vietnam War मा चाहिँ 6.1 million ton bombs were dropped in Vietnam. Now, who were Vietcong? अघि नै भनिसकेँ मैले। They are the Viet Minh sympathizers. अर्थात् कता नर्थ भियतनामीजलाई सपोर्ट गर्ने अथवा हो ची मिन्हको सपोर्ट गर्ने, कम्युनिस्ट आइडियोलोजीलाई सपोर्ट गर्ने, दे आर द साउथ भियतनामीज whom he decisively called Vietcong or the Vietnamese Communists. By 1957, the Vietcong and other opponents of the Diem South is the prime minister, president bio, who was they were against the Diem's repressive regime. In 1960, Diem's many opponents within South Vietnam, like the president, opponent, right? Both communist and non-communist, formed the National Liberation Front to organize resistance to the regime. Diemको अगेन्स्टको चाहिँ जुन कम्युनिस्ट छ अथवा नन कम्युनिस्ट पनि, they become one Vietcong or National Liberation Front to organize resistance to the regime. अब म तिमीलाई चाहिँ नि अब कजेस आफ्टर चाहिँ कता US डिफिट चाहिँ यो अन्तिममा गर्ने हो तिम्रो सर हेर यो म भन्दिनँ म तिमीलाई आवश्यक पर्न सक्छ भनेर म लेखाएको छु यो चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ अन्तिममा पढ यो म गर्दिनँ म and you focus more on the part which has been highlighted like this. Now, lesson learned. यो पनि मैले तिमीलाई लास्टमा पढाउनु पर्ने हो, म तिमीलाई लास्टमै भन्छु। Now, let me go to Battle of Kisan. gentlemen, can you see me now? यो त्यहाँ आएको छ यो?
क्लियर छ हजुर.
Okay, good. Now, gentlemen, I left you to study about, causes of US defeat in Vietnam War and also lesson learned from Vietnam War. I cannot talk about those parts before completing the battles in Vietnam, okay? So I have left those parts for some time. Now let me talk about the Battle of Khe Sanh. Battle of Khe Sanh from 21 January to 11 July 1968. It was the most deathless battle in Vietnam War. Okay. It was the most deadliest battle in Vietnam War. हेर अब म्यापमा हेर त तिमीहरूले यो ब्याटल अफ खे सान्ह चाहिँ नि कहाँ छ भन्दाखेरिमा साउदर्न भियतनामको चाहिँ नि नर्दर्न जुन 5वटा चाहिँ प्रोभिन्स छ त्यहाँ लडेको हो. द खे सान्ह एरिया is that lies on the northernmost part of South Vietnam. It means South Vietnam को northernmost 5वटा जुन province छ that it was under one core tactical zone मा पर्थ्यो. हेर त यो म्याप हेर त यहाँ चाहिएको छ यो 5वटा चाहिँ यो नर्दर्न मोस्ट अनि साउदर्न भियतनाम छ यो 1 2 3 4 5 यो 5वटा चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ नि नर्दर्न मोस्ट चाहिँ प्रोभिन्सहरु छ दे वर अन्डर one core tactical zone मा पर्थ्यो. त्यो मध्येमा चाहिँ नि सबैभन्दा उत्तरपट्टिको सबभन्दा नर्थको चाहिँ नि just below the 17th parallel line, just below demilitarized zone, भन्दा तलको जुन प्रोभिन्स छ त्यसको नाम थियो क्वाङ टी प्रोभिन्स. त्यो प्रोभिन्समा चाहिँ नि यो खे सान्ह भन्ने एरिया पर्छ. हेर त खे सान्ह कम्ब्याट बेस. त्यो खे सान्ह एरिया चाहिँ नि कहाँ पर्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ साउथ भियतनामको सबैभन्दा नर्दर्न मोस्ट प्रोभिन्स क्वाङ टी प्रोभिन्स छ त्यसको पनि सबैभन्दा उत्तर भागमा पर्छ यो खे सान्ह भन्ने. खे सान्ह भन्दा माथि के छ भन्दा चाहिँ 17th parallel line छ अर्थात् demilitarized zone छ. तिमीले बुझ्यौ होला. अब what was the strategic importance of Khe Sanh area for Americans or South Vietnamese? त्यो भन्दैछु म. General William Westmoreland, who was the overall commander of American forces, he was the commander of MACV, Military Assistant Command, Vietnam, MACV. He thought that Khe Sanh was strategically important to conduct war against North Vietnamese. He evaluated the Khe Sanh as the strategic forward operating base. Khe Sanh could serve a patrol base blocking enemy infiltration from Laos. Laos kata यतापट्टि लाओस छ यो. यतापट्टि लाओस छ. लाओस यतापट्टि छ. Laos. A base for operation to harass the enemy in Laos. There is the North Vietnamese used to infiltrate to South Vietnamese via kata Laos. Laos is on the west of the Vietnam, okay? Laos. A base for cutting off North Vietnamese army, the PAV, infiltration into South Vietnam along Route 9. उता के हो त Route 9 हो यो Route 9 हो यो This is Route 9 यहाँ चाहिँ कता लाओस छ अहिले पर चाहिँ कता साउथ चाइना सी छ यता पूर्वपट्टि an airstrip for reconnaissance to survey the Ho Chi Minh Trail यहाँ चाहिँ North Vietnamese को चाहिँ logistics र force move को लागि चाहिँ they had trial they had a route to infiltrate in South Vietnam, which is called Ho Chi Minh Trail. A western anchor for the defense of South defense of the south of the demilitarized zone. Western anchor for the defense of the DMZ, and eventual staging point for ground operation to cut the Ho Chi Minh Trail. यहाँबाट चाहिँ कता नि फ्रम चाहिँ खेसानबाट चाहिँ नि तपाईँको चाहिँ जुन लाओसको बोर्डर छ इट इज लेस देन 15 किलोमिटर लेस देन 15 किलोमिटर हेर अब खेसानमा चाहिँ नि फौज कहिलेदेखि बन्न थाल्यो त अमेरिकन फौज चाहिँ नि when they started to stay in Khesan base कहिलेदेखि सुरु गर्यो भन्दा ब्याकग्राउन्ड छ भोलि इक्जाममा आउँदाखेरि पनि तिमीले चाहिँ यसरी लेख्ने हो तिमीहरूलाई मैले जाँचमा जे आउँछ त्यही पढाउँदैछु म तिमीहरूलाई व्रत कुरा मैले के भनेको छैन इक्जाममा तिमीले यसरी लेख why Khesan was important to American forces and South Vietnamese forces यो कुरा लेख तिमीहरूले मोटामोटी यो नक्सा पनि बनाऊ तिमीहरूले यो नक्सा पनि खाएर रत्न बनाऊ राम्रो हुनु पर्दैन Now, background of Khesan combat base. सुरुमा 1962 मा चाहिँ नि US Army Special Forces were in Khesan को चाहिँ पुरानो चाहिँ फ्रेन्च फोर्टमा चाहिँ गएर बसेन 62 मा You know, French occupied both Vietnam till 1954 खेसानमा भएको चाहिँ नि जुन फ्रेन्चको फोर्ट छ इन 62 मा चाहिँ नि अमेरिकन फौज त्यहाँ गएर बस्यो सानो फौज बस्यो र त्यहाँको चाहिँ नि त्यहाँको चाहिँ लोकल चाहिँ नि फौज छ त्यहाँ भन्छ सिभिलियन इरेगुलर डिफेन्स ग्रुप त्यहाँको चाहिँ नि टेरिटोरियल फोर्स हो त्यहाँको चाहिँ साउथ भियतनाम त्यसमा उसै सीआईडी सँगै चाहिँ कता अमेरिकन स्पेशल फोर्सेस का स्ट्यान्ड टु गरेर बस्यो त्यसपछि 64 मा चाहिँ नि वेस्टमोरल्यान्डले जनरल वेस्टमोरल्यान्डले चाहिँ नि यो एमएससीबी को चाहिँ नि स्टडी अब्जर्भेसन ग्रुप त्यहाँ राख्यो उसले टु मोनिटर द नर्दर्न चाहिँ भियतनामिज मुभमेन्ट along चाहिँ कता अब along the demilitarized zone and on the north and on the west kata Ho Chi Minh Trail त्यहाँ रेखी गरेर चाहिँ नि त्यहाँको चाहिँ इन्फर्मेसन दिनु चाहिँ नि उले एमएससीबी त्यहाँ राख्यो फेरि 1966 मा चाहिँ नि जनरल वेस्टमोरल्यान्डले he decided to keep Khesan as his under his larger strategy त्यहाँबाट मेजर अफेन्सिभ लन्च गर्न मलाई चाहिँ उयो चाहिँ त्यहाँबाट आफ्नो चाहिँ लार्जर स्ट्राटेजीमा खेसानलाई चाहिँ समावेश गर्यो त्यसपछि 1967 मा चाहिँ नि US Marine थर्ड मरिन डिभिजनको चाहिँ I'll show you or back patadi. Third Marine Division को थर्ड मरीन रेजिमेंट त्यहाँ गएर बस्यो खेस्टानमा गएर बस्यो यो रेजिमेन्टले थर्ड मेरिन रेजिमेन्ट एन्ड इट वाज द one of the regiment of the 3rd Marine Division को पार्ट हो त्यसले चाहिँ नि 1 कोर ट्याक्टिकल जोनमा चाहिँ नि को चाहिँ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी लिएर बस्यो र 3rd Marine Regiment चाहिँ कता मोटामोटी खेस्टान एरियामा गएर बस्यो 1967 मा चाहिँ नि सम्म चाहिँ नि मे 1967 सम्ममा चाहिँ नि 3rd Marine Regiment ले चाहिँ नि यो खेस्टान जुन एरियालाई चाहिँ नि occupy गरेर बस्यो रेजिमेन्टले they have the 3 battalions, one regiment has 3 battalions है र त्यो मरिन रेजिमेन्ट चाहिँ नि they had then the defensive system along just below the DMZ सम्म चाहिँ यता कोस्टबाट चाहिँ नि लास्ट बोर्डरसम्म चाहिँ they had चाहिँ नि डिफेन्सिभ सिस्टम along the route 9 त्यसै गरी चाहिँ नि 1960 मा चाहिँ नि यो चाहिँ हाइट हो मोटामोटी बेस चाहिँ यहाँ छ यो चाहिँ all चाहिँ the important heights are occupied by the Marines. The name of the these locations are named by the elevation. यो छ नि यो यसको हाइट हो यो they are in feet करेक्सन मिटरमा चाहिँ हुन्छ है त्यसपछि चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ नि 66 मा चाहिँ नि यो अब तिम्रो चाहिँ नि यहाँ चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ सानो चाहिँ लाङ बे भन्ने एउटा लोकेसन छ त्यहाँ पनि चाहिँ अमेरिकन फोर्स त्यहाँ पर्छ यहाँ मेजर बेस चाहिँ यहाँ छ मेजर बेस चाहिँ यो कम्ब्याट खेस्तान कम्ब्याट एरिया बेस यहाँ छ this base is defended by these heights. These heights are based named, these locations are named with their height. और 67 में 66 में चाहिँ नि पहिला यहाँ मात्रै थियो अनि यहाँबाट चाहिँ करिब 8 किलोमिटर पश्चिमपट्टि चाहिँ लाङ बे भन्ने ठाउँमा पनि अमेरिकन फौज र चाहिँ नि त्यहाँको चाहिँ नि CIDG फौज चाहिँ त्यहाँ बस्यो त्यहाँबाट. From here the Laotian border is approximately 8 kilometers. लाङ बेबाट चाहिँ जुन लाओसको बोर्डर छ which is approximately 8 kilometers west of Lang Bay. Right? त्यसपछि अप्रिलमा चाहिँ नि यो अप्रिल 67 मा चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ नि PIVN अर्थात् चाहिँ नर्दर्न चाहिँ भियतनामिज फोर्सको चाहिँ जुन अननोन साइजले चाहिँ नि यो हिल 86 मा अट्याक गर्न आयो इनके त यहाँ यसमा चाहिँ नि द अननोन साइज अफ चाहिँ यो PIVN पिपुल्स आर्मी अफ भियतनाम भनेको चाहिँ त नर्दर्न भियतनामिज फोर्सेस भनेको PIVN यहाँ अट्याक गर्न आयो 67 अप्रिलमा. And they were repulsed back by Marines. पहिला चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ नि त्यो ठाउँमा चाहिँ 3rd Marine रेजिमेन्टको एउटा मात्र चाहिँ बटालियन थियो त्यो अट्याक गर्न आएपछि चाहिँ नि 2nd र 3rd बटालियन पनि त्यहाँ डिप्लोय भयो खेस्तान एरियामा डिप्लोय भयो. They were given the task to pushing back the PIVN from heighterबाट यहाँबाट तिमीहरूलाई त I hope I am not confusing you. यो सबै कुरा मैले चाहिँ त्यहाँ डिकालमा छोडेको छु. यो हाइलाइटेड पार्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ तिमीले चाहिँ त्यो पढ्ने. सुरुमा चाहिँ नि 3rd Marine डिभिजनको चाहिँ नि एउटा रेजिमेन्ट थियो है त्यो रेजिमेन्टको चाहिँ एउटा फौज चाहिँ खेसानमा थियो पछाडि यो ठाउँमा चाहिँ अट्याक गर्न आएपछि होल रेजिमेन्ट 3 बटालियन त्यहाँ डिप्लोय भयो खेसानमा सुन है सुन सुरुमा चाहिँ के त सुरुमा चाहिँ नि 3rd मेन रेजिमेन्टको एउटा बटालियन मात्रै चाहिँ खेसानमा थियो जब चाहिँ 67 अप्रिलमा त्यो पर्टिकुलर एउटा हाइट चाहिँ हिल 861 मा चाहिँ नि पिएभेनको अट्याक आयो they were pushed back then after 2nd and 3rd battalion of that regiment were deployed there it means 3rd marine regiment पुरै फौज 3 बटालियन त्यहाँ तैनात भयो this is important 62 मा 64 मा 66 मा त्यहाँ हुँदै गयो र 67 मा चाहिँ त्यहाँ अट्याक हाइट 861 मा अट्याक भएपछि पिएभीले अट्याक गरिसकेपछि त्यो इलाकामा पहिला चाहिँ जम्मा एउटा बटालियन मात्रै थियो 3rd रेजिमेन्टको अब 2nd र 3rd रेजिमेन्ट बटालियन पनि त्यहाँ तैनात भयो इट मिन्स होल 3rd रेजिमेन्ट 3rd मेन रेजिमेन्टको चाहिँ 3 बटालियन त्यहाँ तैनात भयो and they were able to push back from the hills 861, 881, 881 south and north. They pushed them back from those heights and towards DMZ and above. उत्तरतिर पठाउन खोज्यो पठान 3rd मेन रेजिमेन्ट 3rd मेन रेजिमेन्टको चाहिँ 1st बटालियन सुरुमा तैनात थियो 66 मा तैनात थियो 67 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ हाइट 861 मा अट्याक गरिसकेपछि to push back them to push the PAVN forces away from there 2nd and 3rd battalion of 3rd main regiment were deployed there now खेसानमा अब they have 3 battalions छ मरिनको त्यहाँ अरू सपोर्टिङ एलिमेन्ट छँदैछ त्यो 3rd मेरिन रेजिमेन्टको चाहिँ नि 3 बटालियन चाहिँ कहाँ छ खेसानमा डिप्लोय भएको छ हो तिमीले कुरा बुझ्यौ होला हेर त तिमीले नाम लेख्नु हैन हातमा त्यो तिमीले लेखिहाल्ने हो त्यो नलेखे यता लेख्नु यु मस्ट राइट दिस वन त्यसपछि के त त्यहाँ फौज के थियो भने 62 मा चाहिँ थियो 64 मा भयो 66 मा चाहिँ भयो त्यसपछि 66 67 मा चाहिँ ल्याङ्वेमा पनि फौज तैनात भयो बुझेनौ तैनात भयो र 67 मा के छ हाइट 861 मा अट्याक आएपछि they reinforced Khesan combat base by 2 more battalions of the same 3rd Marine Regiment. I say again, सुरुमा चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ एउटा बटालियन अफ कोर्स सपोर्टिङ लेभल त त्यहाँ छँदै थियो इन्फ्याक्ट चाहिँ त 1st बटालियन अफ चाहिँ 3rd रेजिमेन्ट त्यहाँ थियो 67 मा चाहिँ अट्याक भएपछि 2nd र 3rd बटालियन पनि त्यहाँ डिप्लोय भयो इट मिन्स by April 1967 Khesan had 3rd Marine Regiment ko all 3 battalions were there. So, to prevent PAVN observation of the main base and at the airfield, the hills of the surrounding Khesan Valley had to be continuously occupied. So they had, all 3 battalions of the 3rd Marine Regiment. In the meantime, म अगाडि बढ्छु पहिला ल अब छ त अहिलेसम्म मैले त ब्याटल अफ खरसाङ सुरु हुनुभन्दा अगाडिको त के भयो भन्ने कुरा तिमीलाई मैले भनिरहेको छु मैले खरसाङ एरियामा चाहिँ नि अफेन्सिभ पिएभिएनको अफेन्सिभ सुरु हुनुभन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ नि के इन्सिडेन्ट भयो भन्ने कुरा मैले त्यहाँ भनिरहेको छु तिमीलाई अब आई गो टु एक्चुअल ब्याटल अफ खरसाङ After 5 minutes, you will have break, right? 50 minutes, I'll give 10 minutes break. Now, gentlemen, now we have come to the main part of the today's discussion. Battle of Kherson, 21 January सुरु भयो 8 अप्रिलमा सिद्धियो. It was the 77 days battle, most deadliest battle in Vietnam War. The main battle of Kherson was a multi-divisional confrontation from 21 to 8 April between communist and allied forces. Allied means Americans, South Vietnam, and Australians all follow the point there. पछि आउँछु. Along the DMZ, the Americans established a string of 45 bases extending from just north of the Quang Tri province. It is in Quang Tri province. On the South China Sea, westward. So South China Sea यहाँबाट सुरु भयो. South China Sea हो यो. त्यसपछि यहाँबाट सुरु भयो चाहिँ नि यो रुट टाइन हो यो. खरसाङ चाहिँ नि यो खरसाङ छ यहाँ अनि यता ल्याङ्बे भन्ने ठाउँ छ यहाँ यी which is just कता खरसाङ चाहिँ लगभग चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ खरसाङ चाहिँ अराउन्ड 15 किलोमिटर फ्रम चाहिँ नि लाओसियन बोर्डर छ यो खरसाङ ल्याङ्बे चाहिँ 7-8 किलोमिटर इस्ट अफ चाहिँ लाओसियन बोर्डर छ. So the marine defense was extended from South China Sea यहाँबाट चाहिँ नि along Route 9 यसरी extend भएको छ यसरी यो चाहिँ DMZ भयो. From चाहिँ Kherson combat base, this is around 15 kilometer north. So यहाँबाट चाहिँ यो करिब 15-20 किलोमिटर नर्थमा छ यो. हेर अब हेर द US command in Saigon मेरो कता अहिलेको होचिमिन सिटी अर्थात् पहिलाको चाहिँ साउथ पहिला त भियतनामको क्यापिटल के हो त साइगन हो पहिलाको चाहिँ नि क्यापिटल सिटी के हो त कुन थियो त साइगन थियो है. हो द लार्जेस्ट सिटी इन भियतनाम नाउ कॉल्ड एज द हो ची मिन सिटी. The US command in Saigon initially believed that combat operation around Kherson combat base in 67 were part of series of minor North Vietnamese army offensive in the border. It was के पनि होइन माइनर चाहिँ कुरा हो माइनर चाहिँ अफेन्सिभ हो माइनर चाहिँ कन्फ्रन्टेसन हो भने चाहिँ एमएससीबीले त्यस्तो बिलिभ गरेको थियो. तर पछि चाहिँ के थाहा भयो भन्दाखेरि PFN was found to be moving major forces into the area. So US forces were built up before the PFN isolated the marine base. अहिलेसम्म के छ भन्दामा थर्ड मेरिन रेजिमेन्ट छ अहिलेसम्म त्यहाँ अहिलेसम्म त्यहाँ के छ नि थर्ड मेरिन रेजिमेन्ट चाहिँ 3टा बटालियन छ त्यहाँ. र चाहिँ नि नर्थ भियतनामले चाहिँ के सोच्छ भन्दा चाहिँ अमेरिकनले चाहिँ यही कुरा सोचोस् भन्ने उसले सोचिरहेको थियो. द्याट वाज एक्ज्याक्टली वाट द North Vietnamese wanted them to assume. है नर्थ भियतनामले चाहिँ के जाने के त इम्प्रेसन दिन खोजेको भन्दा चाहिँ नर्थ भियतनामिजको त मेजर एफोर्ट चाहिँ नि खेसान हो भन्ने बुझोस् भन्ने चाहन्थ्यो नर्थ भियतनाम फोर्सले नर्थ भियतनाम
आवाज छैन पछि नै
नर्थ भियतनामले अमेरिकनले चाहिँ नि के बुझोस् भन्ने चाहन्थे भन्दा चाहिँ नि खेसान नै चाहिँ के हो त नर्थ भियतनामको चाहिँ टार्गेट हो भन्ने बुझोस् भन्ने चाहन्थ्यो क्या सो दे सोड they had major forces around Khesan area that would assume that the Americans would assume that this was their main effort. Actually, त्यो कुरा थिएन त्यो कुरा पछि थाहा हुन्छ त्यो बुझेन होला है नर्थ भियतनामिजहरूले त के चाहन्थे भन्दाखेरि भन्छ नि अमेरिकन र साउथ भियतनामिजहरूले चाहिँ नि खेसानलाई नर्थ भियतनामको चाहिँ मेन टार्गेट हो भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ नि एज्युम गर्छ भन्ने चाहन्थ्यो सो दे प्रिटेन्डेड सो नर्थ भियतनामिज प्रिटेन्डेड टु डिप्लोय मेजर फोर्सेस around Khesan. But in fact, North Vietnamese were planning for tet offensive for 1968. So they wanted Americans to draw their attention away from major cities to Khesan area. Actually, then North Vietnamese were planning for tet offensive. So तपाईलाई म भोलि पढाउँछु र खेसानमा चाहिँ उसको चाहिँ एक्टिभिटी किन देखायो भन्दा चाहिँ they wanted to draw American attention, South Vietnamese attention away from the major cities of South Vietnam. And they wanted Americans to concentrate more on Khesan. Lahira, force composition. जहाँसम्म चाहिँ तिमीले लेख्नै पर्छ है यो अमेरिकन र चाहिँ यो आर्मी अफ चाहिँ भियतनाम साउथ भियतनाममा the overall commander for the security of Khesan combat base was under the overall responsibility of Lieutenant General Robert Kushman Jr. He was the commander of the 3rd Marine Amphibious Force. He was responsible to defend one core tactical zone. And the one core tactical zone was under the 3rd Marine Amphibious Force. The 3rd Marine Amphibious Forces area one core tactical zone. The army components of the 3rd Marine ME Force, 1st Marine Division, with 1st, 5th, 7th Regiment. First time they had 4 battalions or 4 regiments. 3rd Marine Division with 3rd and 4th Regiment. 3rd and 3rd Regiment already in Khesan area. Okay, no? थर्ड चाहिँ मैले भने नि मैले सुरुमा एउटा बटालियन थियो पछि 67 मा अट्याक भएपछि दुईटा बटालियन थप्यो पछि 3rd रेजिमेन्ट इज अलरेडी अन फिल्ड अनि 4th रेजिमेन्ट त्यसपछि 1st मरिन एयरक्राफ्ट विङ अब हेर त्यसपछि अब त्यहाँ 3rd Marine Regiment त्यहाँ थियो खेसानमा नाउ द्याट हेज बीन रिलिभड फ्रम 26th Regiment आउँछ अब 3rd Regiment चाहिँ बाहिर निस्किन्छ अथवा 26th Regiment त्यहाँ आउँछ द मेन फोर्स डिफेन्डिङ Khesan Combat Base. Khesan Combat Base was the reinforced regiment of the US Marine. 26 regiment out of there. जुन चाहिँ कहते हैं 5th Marine Division कहते हैं अंडर माथि जुन त्यहाँ अहिले 3rd रेजिमेन्ट छ त्यसलाई रिप्लेस गर्न कता 5th Marine Division को चाहिँ 26th रेजिमेन्ट त्यहाँ हुन्छ र रेजिमेन्ट कमान्डर को छ भन्दा नि कर्नल डेभिड ई लॉन्स भन्ने त्यसपछि टु सपोर्ट 26th रेजिमेन्ट 37th आर्मी अफ भियतनाम रेन्ज बटालियन त्यहाँ आउँछ सो मे 1967 बाट के छ 26th regiment had taken over the responsibility of 3rd Marine from 3rd Marine Regiment. तिम्रो कुरा बुझ्नु 1967 मे सम्म खेसानमा 3rd Marine Division को 3rd Regiment थियो नाउ जब लडाई सुरु भयो मिड मेतिर चाहिँ नि 3rd Marine Regiment was replaced by 26th Regiment. तिमीले कुरा बुझ्यौ होला मे भन्दा अगाडिसम्म 67 मे भन्दा अगाडिसम्म चाहिँ 3rd Marine Division को 3rd Regiment चाहिँ त्यहाँ डिप्लोय थियो मे पछाडि चाहिँ 26th Regiment of 5th Division त्यहाँ डिप्लोय भयो अब यो चाहिँ नि अहिले क्लियर छैन यो है चाहिँ नि तिम्रो चाहिँ पछि इलाज गरेर हेर है यो हाइटमा चाहिँ कुन कुन चाहिँ डिप्लोय छ भनेर देखाएको छ मैले यहाँ लेखाएको छु सो बाइ मे 1967 Khesan combat बेसमा चाहिँ they had approximately 7,000 men. अब हेर what was the strength the force composition of the PFN or basic troops opposite to Khesan area? Era. Enemy forces were commanded by Yobe. Your south is the town just behind, just north of the DMJ Matho. North Vietnamese forces were deployed. Northwest. About the force, about North Vietnamese force, your Chinese Khesan combat base 304 division southwest में north में 325 division छ त्यसको नजिक चाहिँ 324 division छ र सपोर्टेड डिस्ट्रिक्टमा चाहिँ 320 division छ भनेपछि एउटा ब्रिगेडको चाहिँ पछाडिपट्टि रेजिमेन्टमा त ब्रिगेड हो 26th रेजिमेन्ट छ त्यहाँ त 3 बटालियन छ एआर को फौज छ पछि एउटा कम्पनीमा बटालियन आएको छ भनेपछि मोटामोटी 5 बटालियनको चाहिँ अगेन्स्टमा चाहिँ they had 4 division साउथ वेस्टमा चाहिँ 304 डिभिजन छ नर्थमा चाहिँ 325 डिभिजन छ त्यसको पछाडि सब डीएमजेमा चाहिँ 324 डिभिजन छ र यसको पछाडिपट्टि चाहिँ 320 डिभिजन छ And they had approximately 40,000 troops. 25,000 troops then they were then in attack, and 15,000 troops were blocking position. So 7,000 allied forces were confronting with 40,000 PABN forces. यो चाहिँ देखेपछि यो थाहा पाएपछि 26th Regiment was reinforced by 1st Battalion of 9th Regiment on 22 January 67. 37 South Vietnam Army of Vietnam अथवा South Vietnamese Army को चाहिँ बटालियन चाहिँ डिप्लोय भनेपछि अब खस्तानी एरियामा चाहिँ कति बटालियन छ भन्दा चाहिँ 26th Regiment को चाहिँ 3टा बटालियन छ. 9th Regiment को चाहिँ एउटा बटालियन छ. यहाँ यो बटालियन छ. अनि त्यसपछि 37 चाहिँ साउथ भियतनामिजको चाहिँ बटालियन छ. I hope it is clear to you now. Let us have 10 minutes break. Please be exactly on 17:10. Have break. 10 minutes break. Okay, thank you. Gentlemen, I welcome you again, okay? Okay, gentlemen. Now, Khe Sanh combat base has this many troops from allied side. 26th Regiment with 3 battalions. 1st Battalion of 9th Regiment December 13 मा join गर्यो. 3rd 37th Regiment Battalion from South Vietnam यसमा आयो. त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि पछि चाहिँ लाङ भेलाई पनि चाहिँ नि नर्थ भियतनामले खान्छ. त्यो पनि चाहिँ यही आउँछ. अनि लाओसको चाहिँ एउटा बटालियन पनि चाहिँ Khe Sanh जाने गर्छ. Approximately 7,000 troops. Now, tactical consideration. The ultimate goal for the US forces was to hold out for as long as the siege goes on. So, हमारा attack the battle नसिद्धसम्म चाहिँ नि they would hold the Khe Sanh base. But the ultimate goal of the North Vietnamese were two. Right? They would try to overrun the base, deal a humiliating defeat to Americans, win a battle with set piece with Americans, and also served as the diversion to the American, so they will focus on northern battlefield and draw out resources from the south, thus paving the road for the oncoming Tet Offensive. Historical battle सँगसँगै चाहिँ नि North Vietnamese were planning to conduct Tet Offensive. So North Vietnamese tried to draw American resources to north so that it will be easier for them to conduct Tet Offensive on south. अब एक्चुअल लडाइँ सुरु भयो. अब Khe Sanh मा चाहिँ नि Khe Sanh बेसमा चाहिँ नि लडाइँ सुरु भयो. Attack on perimeter. उसले यहाँ हान्छ. Point the height hill 861 मा हान्छ. हेर है कताबाट हान्छ त्यो म देखाउँछु म. 304th Division from southwest. From north, 325 division from north. 324 division is in supported distance above the DMJ. Or 320 division यहाँ मोटामोटी यतापट्टि छ, पछाडि छ. 15 to 20 kilometers away from DMJ. Right? Second January 68 मा चाहिँ 6 men dressed in black uniform seen outside the defensive wall. They were shot dead. Second January चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ त्यो डिफेन्सिभ वायर छ त्योभन्दा पछाडि 6 वटा चाहिँ ब्ल्याक युनिफर्म लगाएको चाहिँ नि नर्थ PAVN चाहिँ सोल्जर्स त्यहाँ देखा पर्यो. They were challenged and they were shot dead. On 20 January मा a PAVN lieutenant from 325 division was defected and laid out the plans for the entire series of PAVN attack. उसले के भन्छ त तुरुन्तै Hill 881 861 will be attacked भनेको छ. उसले चाहिँ he was defected. उसले चाहिँ साउथ अमेरिकनसँग सरेन्डर गर्यो र he gave the plans of PAVN that he said Hills 881 and 861 will be simultaneously attacked very soon. But 20 जनवरीमा त्यसपछि 21 जनवरीमा चाहिँ राति चाहिँ just after midnight Hill 861 was attacked. Intense mortar and rocket barrage भयो. उसले ओभररन गर्न सकेन तर त्यहाँको चाहिँ जुन बेसको वरिपरि चाहिँ the heavy shelling hit and exploded the ammunition dump and cache of the tear gas, which saturated entire area. त्यसपछि then a series of shelling occurred in these areas. 2 divisions on the front, 2 divisions on the back. 304 and 325 यहाँ यसरी हान्दा छ. 324 र 320 डिभिजन यतापट्टि छ. Hope I have not confused you. अब कता उसले चाहिँ midnight 21 जनवरीमा चाहिँ नि the attack here completely saturated the defensive system. Above the ground केही पनि छैन. Ammunition dump नै एक्सप्लोड भएको छ. And the ground operations were supported by artillery, rocket and mortars across the border of Laos. यहाँबाट आइरहेको छ. यो त जस्ट लाओसको बोर्डर यहाँ छ. यताबाट आइरहेको छ. यताबाट किन यतापट्टि चाहिँ साउथ चाइना सी अमेरिकन नेपाल फोर्स यहाँ छ. यताबाट आउनु कुरो भएन. They were supporting the attack from this direction, from Laotian border, which is then just 8 kilometers west of the land bridge. And PAVN had longer artillery than Americans had. This range overmatch. The range overmatch was used by the PAVN to avoid the counter battery fire. Of 8 dawn 21 January, कृष्णको परिवर्तन गाउँ पनि जस्तो पार्यो. त्यसपछि उसले एक्सक्रिप्सन वनमा हान्यो, त्यहाँको गाउँलाई हान्यो। अब हेर यो बोर्डरमा चाहिँ छ लाओसको चाहिँ यसको चाहिँ जुन यो रुट 9 हो, यो यहाँ थियौँ चाहिँ कता लाओसको चाहिँ यो चाहिँ यो गाउँ छ, यो बान हुए स्यान भन्ने चाहिँ लाओस छ। त्यहाँ चाहिँ उसको चाहिँ लाओसियन बटालियन त्यहाँ डिप्लोय भएको छ टु एलिमिनेट एनी थ्रेट्स फ्रम देयर फ्ल्याङ्क है। यो त उसको त फ्ल्याङ्क भयो, यो त लेफ्ट फ्ल्याङ्क भयो, यो चाहिँ बोर्डर चाहिँ लेफ्ट फ्ल्याङ्क भयो। दिस इज द लाओसियन बोर्डर। यतापट्टि लाओस छ, उसको चाहिँ उसलाई चाहिँ पेभेनलाई चाहिँ यहाँको थ्रेट चाहिँ नहटायो भनेदेखि दे विल ह्याभ थ्रेट फ्रम फ्ल्याङ्क। सो दे ट्राई दे एलिमिनेटेड। उसले चाहिँ खतम पर्छ यहाँको चाहिँ लाओसियन बोर्डर, यहाँको चाहिँ जुन लाओसियन आर्मीलाई पनि हेर है। अट्याकिङ टु एलिमिनेट एनी थ्रेट टु देयर फ्ल्याङ्क, द PAVN 24th Regiment attacked Laotian battalion। यो बटालियनलाई उसले अट्याक गर्यो त्यो ठाउँमा। त्यो ठाउँ कहाँ छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि यहाँ छ। त्यो ठाउँ चाहिँ कहाँ छ भन्दाखेरि यहाँ चाहिँ छ, जस्ट वेस्ट अफ द बोर्डर। And they were overrun and fled to the special forces camp at Lang Bay। कहाँ आयो त भने यहाँबाट चाहिँ कता they escaped and they joined here। जहाँ चाहिँ पहिलेदेखि नि अमेरिकन स्पेसल फोर्सेस र CIDG मतलब पनि साउथ भियतनामिज फोर्सेस छ। लाओसियन चाहिँ आर्मी बटालियन पनि यहाँ आएर जोइन गर्यो। they were defeated by the PAVN forces। They came here now। मैले यो कुरा मैले माथि भनिसकेँ मैले तिमीहरूलाई। यो थ्रेट भएको यो चाहिँ थ्रेट भएपछि चाहिँ नि सेकेन्ड टाइममा चाहिँ के छ नि 9th रेजिमेन्ट आएको छ। 21 चाहिँ नि अट्याक सुरु भयो। 22 जनवरीमै चाहिँ 9th रेजिमेन्ट आएको छ। एक हप्ता पछाडि चाहिँ फेरि यो चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ 37 ARP बटालियन आएको छ। साउथ भियतनामको फोर्स आएको छ खेसानमा। द PAVN 304th Division was responsible for major offensive along Highway 9, which was supported by the 10th Battalion. Now, the battalion at San Hue, Ban San Hue, Laos, was eliminated, and they joined to Lang Bay। पहिलेदेखि नै एउटा चाहिँ US फोर्सेस यहाँ पठाएको छ, यहाँ आयो। Now PAVN are attacking now Lang Bay। अट्याक गर्छ अब। लाओसियन चाहिँ डिफिटेड फोर्स पनि यहाँ आएको छ। Again, 24th Regiment PAVN was tasked to capture Lang Bay, and the Lang Bay position was destroyed in 13 minutes. The Americans are CIDs are especially Laotian forces there. Yeah, they were defeated, but attacked and took long time. 6 February मा चाहिँ लाङ्गेमाथि अट्याक भयो। 6 February मा। And North Vietnamese used tanks. The Battle of Lang Bay was the first battle where American faced tank threat from PAVN। त्यहाँको चाहिँ जुन खेसाङको चाहिँ जुन कमान्डर थियो कर्नल लोन भन्ने थियो, he tried to reinforce चाहिँ Lang Bay by air, but there was much threat. So it could not be reinforced. The force of language fell back to Kisan. Right? यहाँबाट फेरि यतापट्टि आयो यहाँको फौज चाहिँ लाओसियन फौज यहाँ आयो यो पनि डिफ्लिट भयो they came to the Kisan. The commander of the 26th regiment was able to evacuate the forces of Langway to Kisan area. But the North Vietnamese, the battle for Langway marked the first successful use of armor in the war. Okay? The most intense fighting would take place at the outpost on the hills that guarded the high ground, especially your area. Your height like an element or some they could not attack Kisan. So they had much severe fighting. From 21 January to April 8th, they had severe fighting, firefight. American lost 1,000 troops over here, whereas the PFN lost approximately 5,500 troops. Kisan. Kisan battle was a special battle because it was on the front, northernmost part of the battlefield in South Vietnam. Americans used new Chinese electronic sensors to know about the North Vietnamese movement against Kisan. They also faced tank threat from North Vietnam. Americans launched Operation Niagara, which was the massive artillery and air strike to prevent the North Vietnamese before coming together attack on Kisan. Yes or no? Very interesting. The firefight was so intense, General Westmoreland also thought and proposed the option for using tactical nuclear weapons against North Vietnamese. But it was rejected by Lyndon Johnson administration because when they had used nuclear weapons there, maybe Chinese and Russians would have been drawn to the Vietnam War, like it happened to Korean War in 1950. Westmoreland considered the option of using tactical nuclear weapon. But they did not use, okay? Because of it will provoke Chinese and Russian authorities. Despite the overwhelming odds, the 26th Marine remained resolute and determined, maintaining the integrity of the position and inflicting heavy losses to the enemy. उयो कता राम्रो चाहिँसँग लडाएको छ ऊ। So the regiment got the presidential citation. And Americans were, thinking that whether Kazan would be like the case of Dien Bien Phu. उता के हो त यतिमा सुरुमा देखाएको थिएँ मैले नर्थ वेस्टर्न पार्ट अफ भियतनाम जहाँ चाहिँ नि 1954 मा नर्थ भियतनामले फ्रेन्च कलोनियल पावर त जस्तो बनाएको थियो। By that incident, Americans came together negotiation with North Vietnamese. So Battle of Khe Sanh चाहिएको त Dien Bien Phu को जस्तै battle नहोस् भन्ने चाहन्थ्यो अमेरिकन। So they were more cautious to avoid being the victims of like Dien Bien Phu. तिमीले कुरा बुझ्यौ होला। They were more worried whether Khe Sanh combat base would be overrun by PAVN. So they considered the options were tactically open also. Of course, they did not use it. त्यो कुरा चाहिएको त 1970 मा थाहा भयो। They had a correspondence between Westmoreland and the American White House or Pentagon, okay? Now, there was some special operation in Battle of Khe Sanh. Operation Niagara. To support the Khe Sanh combat base and defeat the PAVN before they launch the offensive against Khe Sanh combat base. They launched several operations like Operation Niagara. The US 7th Air Force close up. It was the close air support campaign to provide aerial umbrella for the defense of Marine Corps combat in Khe Sanh. Close air support to defend Khe Sanh from air and to destroy the incoming Chinese, incoming PAVN forces before they could launch offensive in the base. The another operation was Operation Muscle Shoal. This operation was launched to evaluate the PAVN movement activities on the west of the border in southeastern Laos. They launched electronic sensors to collect the information of the PAVN activity along Ho Chi Minh Trail. Ho Chi Minh Trail started from North Vietnam, along Laos, and goes down to the Saigon, west of the South Vietnam, to move the troops and to support logistically to the troops. This was the electronic operation, okay, to know the activity, to know the activities of PAVN. And another operation was Operation Niagara 1. It was an intense intelligence collection effort on PFN activities around Kishan Valley. This is the int collection operation. Operation Niagara 2. It was the close air and artillery support to defend coastal combatants. जाँचमा आयो भने छोटो छोटो लेखा लामो लेख्नु पर्दैन टाइमले भ्यायो भने सल्भ गरेर हालिदेऊ It will give you additional mark. Fire support. म के भन्दैन fire support. In the Kherson combat base, roughly 1,300 tons of bombs dropped daily by Americans. That equates to 5 tons for every one of the 10,000 PMN soldiers. बुझे ना मैं शुरू में बनाते हैं the PFN had 40,000 troops with 4 divisions. Out of them, 25,000 were the ground troops and 50,000 were detailed for blocking the Americans and support reinforcement. So they dropped 1,300 tons of bombs every day, and that equals to 5 tons for one PFN soldiers. And the PFN gunners had fired approximately 11,000 artillery mortar rounds into Kherson base. Approximately 11,000. Now, logistic support. January भन्दा अगाडि Kherson combat base required 60 tons per day. But after the battle started, when they had 26 regiment को त छिट्टा बटालियन भयो 9th regiment को त एउटा बटालियन 4 बटालियन भयो त्यसपछि चाहिँ तिम्रो त CID भन्ने छ मतलब रिजर्भ बटालियन साउथ डिभिजन 5 वटा बटालियन भयो उताबाट त आएको त लाओसियन बटालियन पनि छ त्यहाँ they needed 185 tons per day. सुरुमा त before battle 60 tons per day. During battle 185 tons per day. They had Americans had much threat on their aerial powers. Okay, so they had difficulties in supplying the goods by air. So they had low altitude parachute extraction system. They use low altitude parachute extraction system labs. And they also had the super gaggle concept. Okay, एक support गर्ने, okay, एक drop गर्ने. आफै पढायो. अब हेर Kherson combat base had beared much, burnt of the battle. They had 1,000 men killed in Kherson. So, लडाइँ हुने बित्तिकै 21 जनवरीमा लडाइँ सुरु भयो 8 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ लडाइँ सिद्धिन्छ मतलब चाहिँ त्यो ब्याटल चाहिँ त्यो सिद्धिन्छ around 25 January मा देखिनेको त how to then evacuate, how to then relieve, how to give the relief, how to provide relief to the Pakistan भन्ने कुरा भइरहेको छ। 26 रेजिमेन्ट त्यहाँ छ, त्यसलाई कसरी चाहिँ ब्याक गर्ने र कसरी रिलिफ गर्ने, अर्को फौज कसरी लाने। जस्तो भनौँ न कुनै पनि ब्याटल भएपछि कुनै चाहिँ फौज कुनै बटालियनले कुनै रेजिमेन्टले चाहिँ ब्याटल बर्न बियर गरिसकेपछि इट्स ह्याज टु बी रिलिफ बाइ अनदर फेज टु। त्यही कन्सेप्ट अनुसार चाहिँ नि 21 मा चाहिँ 21 जनवरीमा चाहिँ लडाइँ सुरु भयो भनेपछि अमेरिकन वर प्लानिङ टु मेक अ रिलिफ रिट्रिट अफ 26 रेजिमेन्ट on 25 January मै उसले चाहिँ सुरु प्लान गरेको थियो। So the overall commander Westmoreland ordered the 1st Cavalry Division to prepare a contingency plan, and where the Route 9 was the only practical overland route from the east, was impossible due to the poor state of repair and the prevalence of pavement route. So kata यसलाई चाहिँ कता नि 26 रेजिमेन्ट र 28 उसको चाहिँ नि रिलिफ गर्न चाहिँ नि 25 जनवरीमा प्लान भइसकेको थियो। And that relief operation was called Operation Pegasus, which began on 1st April and ended on 14th April. यो इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ, यो इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ। त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि त्यो 1st Cavalry Division कमान्डरले के गरे भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि a 2nd Battalion of the 1st Marine Regiment मैले सुरुमा देखाएको थिएँ मैले 3rd MAF मा चाहिँ 1st रेजिमेन्ट छ, 1st Marine Division छ, 3rd Marine Division छ, त्यसपछि एयर क्याभलरी डिभिजनमा सुरुमा देखाएको थिएँ मैले तिमीहरूलाई त्यो MAF को अर्बाट हेर त त्यहाँ तिमीलाई थाहा पाउँछौ है। सो the 1st Marine Regiment would launch a ground assault from कालु भन्छ यहाँबाट। यो 1st रेजिमेन्ट छ नि 1st रेजिमेन्टको चाहिँ नि 2nd बटालियन चाहिँ यो चाहिँ कालु कम्ब्याट बेसबाट चाहिँ यता अट्याक गर्दै आउँछ। र चाहिँ नि 1st, 2nd and 3rd Brigade of the 1st Cavalry Division would assault on key features of along Route 9. एउटा बटालियन चाहिँ यहाँबाट चाहिँ अट्याक हान्दै आउँछ, अनि 3टा ब्रिगेड चाहिँ एयर चाहिँ 1st, 2nd, 3rd चाहिँ ब्रिगेड छ नि क्याभलरी डिभिजन छ, उसले एयर असल्ट गर्छ। त्यो सबै हाइटमा चाहिँ नि उसले चाहिँ असल्ट गर्दै आउँछ, एयर असल्ट गर्दै आउँछ। त्यसपछि जब चाहिँ यो फोर्स चाहिँ यहाँ पुग्छ, केसनमा पुग्छ, त्यसपछि 26 रेजिमेन्ट would fall back. That is called Operation Pegasus. So on April 1, Operation Pegasus started. On the following day, 2nd Brigade of the 1st Air Cavalry captured. यो भइहाल्यो। So the link up between the reinforced 1st Marine Regiment and 1st, 2nd and 3rd Brigade of the Cavalry Division and the Marine Forces at combat base took place on 8 April. यताबाट जाने फौज र यहाँका भएको फौजसँग लिङ्कअप कहिले भयो त 8 अप्रिलमा भयो। एउटा बटालियन चाहिँ गाउँ अट्याक गर्दै अगाडि बढ्यो। फर्स्ट सेकेन्ड थर्ड ब्रिगेड अफ द फर्स्ट एयर क्याभलरी डिभिजनको त दे ह्याड एयर असल्ट along the route, along the height, to facilitate the ground assault of the Marine Battalion from Kalur to Khesan. So these two forces, yavar jane force ra yako force jane link up bhayo on 8 April ma link up bhayo. Right? त्यसपछि 8 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ लिङ्क अप भयो र ब्याटल अफ खरसाङ समाप्त भयो 21 जनवरी टु 8 अप्रिल नबुल। यु शुड नट बी कन्फ्युज, तिमीलाई मैले पढाएको छु है, यु शुड नट बी कन्फ्युज। 21 जनवरीमा चाहिँ सुरु भयो, 8 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ के चाहिँ नि है 8 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ नि फर्स्ट सेकेन्ड थर्ड ब्रिगेड अफ द एयर क्याभलरी डिभिजन र सेकेन्ड बटालियन अफ द फर्स्ट रेजिमेन्ट, यो रेजिमेन्टले चाहिँ अट्याक गर्यो जमिनबाट, एयर क्याभलरीले माथिबाट हमला गर्दै अगाडि बढ्यो। 8 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ लिङ्क अप भयो इन खेसान। सो त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि 8 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ लिङ्क अप भएपछि अब दे ह्याड दिस फोर्सेस त लिङ्क अप फोर्सेस चाहिँ त्यहाँ बसिरहेको दे ह्याड चाहिँ अपरेसन अराउन्ड दि त एरिया। त्यसपछि चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ नि यो फौज त यहाँ पुग्यो, अनि यो चाहिँ लास्टको बोर्डर भयो, यतापट्टि चाहिँ पिएभेन चाहिँ फोर्स छ। सो दे वुड इन्टरभेन दिस फोर्सेस हियर। सो अपरेसन डेलावेयर सुरु भयो फेरि त्यहाँ 11 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ त यहाँ चाहिँ एसाउ भ्याली छ, यो बोर्डर हो, यो बोर्डर यही हो, लाओसको बोर्डर, लाओस भियतनाम बोर्डर यही हो। यहाँबाट चाहिँ इन्टरफियर नहोस् भनेर चाहिँ नि एसाउ भ्यालीमा चाहिँ के त 11 अप्रिलबाट चाहिँ के त एयर असल्ट गर्ने काम भयो टु सप्रेस एनी थ्रेट interference from PAVN across the Laotian border to the troops at Khesan and surrounding areas. 15 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ Operation Pegasus समाप्त भयो। Lawrence is the commander हो यो, and the 26th Marine departed the Khesan on 15th April. Left on 15th April, leaving the defense of the base to the 1st Battalion Regiment. सुरुमा त 3rd रेजिमेन्टमा लियो, बिचमा त 26th रेजिमेन्टमा आयो, र लास्टमा त 1st मेन रेजिमेन्टमा दियो। बुझेन? मलाई सुरुमा भनेको थिएँ, सुरुमा खस्ताना बाज म्यान बाई चाहिँ 3rd रेजिमेन्ट, त्यसपछि लडाइँको अवधिमा ब्याटलमा चाहिँ 26 रेजिमेन्ट आयो। त्यसपछि चाहिँ 15 अप्रिल पछाडि चाहिँ 1st मेन रेजिमेन्ट आयो। April 8 मा चाहिँ लिङ्क अप भाग्दाखेरिमा चाहिँ ब्याटल अफ खेसान वाज कम्प्लिटेड अन 8 अप्रिल। त्यसपछि चाहिँ के चाहिँ इन अर्ली जुन, अप्रिल, मे, जुनमा चाहिँ वेस्ट बोर्डल्यान्ड वाज चाहिँ replaced by General Abraham. General Abraham आयो, he reduced the force overall the American forces in Vietnam. Right? Abraham did not want to see another battle of Khe Sanh, so he ordered to evacuate the evacuation and destruction of the KCB, Khe Sanh Combat Base. The Marines removed everything useful and destroyed the rest. The NBA quickly entered the base on July 9. By July 11, our Khe Sanh was completely emptied by the Americans and armed forces. So now, 21 January Khe Sanh battle सुरु भयो. 8 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ रिलिफ फोर्स चाहिँ लिङ्क अप गर्यो. 15 अप्रिलमा चाहिँ तिमीहरूको चाहिँ 26 Marine Division लेफ्ट Khe Sanh. अनि त्यो रिलिफ फोर्स चाहिँ त्यही कम्ब्याट बेसमा एरियामा बस्यो, त्यहाँ डिफेन्ड गरेर बस्यो. By July 11, they left the base completely. Right? Now, Operation Scotland 2. In this operation, the Marines, right, in Khe Sanh combat base, right, they tried to seek out the PFN in surrounding areas. त्यसपछि Operation Charlie, evacuation of base. The evacuation of the base started on 19th June. The last Marine left Khe Sanh on 11th July. 11th July सम्म त पछि त त्यहाँ कोही पनि मरिन छैन त्यहाँ Khe Sanh मा. Assessment. General Westmoreland, was thinking of using tactical nuclear weapons or tactical nuclear or biological or chemical weapons of limited use. If the combat base was untenable for them. Right? There is a controversy. While occupying Khe Sanh combat base by Americans, Khe Sanh base चाहिँ किन लियो, किन अकुपाई गर्यो अमेरिकन फोर्सले भन्ने विषयमा चाहिँ त्यहाँ चाहिँ के त डिबेट छ. The reason of the Khe Sanh was either the offensive was a diversion intended to facilitate the Khe Sanh को जुन operation छ, either it was the diversion to Tet Offensive or Tet Offensive was the diversion to Khe Sanh battle. Occupying Khe Sanh was not important for Americans. North Vietnam general gap, sir. Our priority was not Khe Sanh combat. Americans were foolish. American strategy did not work in Khe Sanh because Khe Sanh was not our main intention. Our main intention was Tet Offensive. However, since Westmoreland was the commander of MSEB, he was defending that Khe Sanh was the real strategic location for Americans. Controversy. Rather, Gap claimed that Kherson itself was not important, but only a diversion to draw US forces away from the populated area of South Vietnam. Seems good, seems logical. Because on the night of January 31st, they launched Tet Offensive across the South Vietnam. So, हाम्रो aim चाहिँ was के त North Vietnam भन्छ हाम्रो aim was to divert the American चाहिँ attention away from चाहिँ populated area of South Vietnam भन्छ मैले सुरुमा भने Americans were afraid of whether Kherson would be like the Dien Bien Phu of French forces in 1954. अर्को कुरा छ है होइन अब अर्को चाहिँ थर्ड के छ भन्दाखेरिमा चाहिँ since North Vietnamese were launching Tet Offensive, why they use 40,000 troops in Kherson combat base? उनीहरूले चाहिँ नि जनवरी 21 मा चाहिँ खेसानमा हान्यो तर जनवरी 31 मा चाहिँ Tet Offensive हान्दैछ across whole South Vietnam मा हान्दैछ why they चाहिँ नि sacrifice 40,000 troops for combat for Kherson? They were stupid. भन्ने कुरा पनि छ अब since American left Kherson, so the North Vietnamese claimed that Americans were defeated, so they were forced to retreat to avoid any further destruction पनि भन्ने कुरा छ PAVN claimed that Kherson was a stinging defeat from the military and political point of view. Right? तर जब वेस्टमोरल्यान्ड चाहिँ जुनमा रिप्लेस भएपछि जनरल अब्राहम आइपुग्यो अमेरिकन कमान्डरबाट चाहिँ he believes that अब अर्को चाहिँ ओपिनियन के छ भन्दाखेरि if the PAVN could take the Kherson, all oil and good for them. If they could not, they would occupy the attention of as many Americans and South Vietnamese forces in one goal, a tactical zone, as they could to facilitate establishment. के भन्छ खेसानमा ब्याटल चाहिँ मा चाहिँ जितेको भए चाहिँ अकुपाई गर्न सक्दा ठिकै थियो तर त्यो चाहिँ त्यसमा डिफिट गर्न नसके पनि अमेरिकनलाई डिफिट गर्न नसके पनि since Kherson has drawn resources from the other part of the combat core tactical zone, so it is fine. It will facilitate us to conduct this offensive on the General Gap never had any intention of capturing Kherson. It was a feint, a diversion effort and it had accomplished its purpose magnificently भन्छ हुन पनि हो है ब्याटल अफ खरसानमा चाहिँ नि नर्थ भियतनामीहरूले चाहिँ नि त्यहाँको चाहिँ नि वाटर रिसोर्सेस टेलिफोन लाइन्सहरू काटेको छैन बुझ्यो बुझेन तिनीहरूले चाहिँ नि वाटर रिसोर्सेसमा केही गरेको छैन वाटर सोर्समा केही गरेको छैन त्यहाँको टेलिफोन लाइन काटेको छैन they just attacked on Keshan. So they wanted, according to the General Gap, to fix Americans there, to draw their attention in Keshan, so that it will facilitate to launch test offensive effectively in South Vietnam. Yeah, but you heard that? Finally, minor attacks continued before the base was officially closed on 5 July. Marines remained around Hill Yo, though the fighting in the vicinity continued until 11 July, until they were finally withdrawn, bringing the battle to a close. To summarize, I'll take 5 minutes more, okay, gentlemen. Keshan Combat Base lies in the northernmost corner of Quang Tri province, that is a province among the 5 provinces under one core tactical zone. Battle of Keshan started before that. The Keshan Combat Base was held by 3rd Regiment of 3rd Marine Division. Later on mid-May 1967, the base was replaced by 26th Marine Division, which was the regiment of 5th, 26th Marine Regiment, which was the part of the 5th Division, 5th Marine Division. As the battle started on 21st July, January, त्यहाँको जुन लडाइँ सुरु भयो 21st लडाइँ सुरु भएपछि they had intense fighting around the hills, around the base also, and the 26th Regiment was reinforced by 1st Battalion of the 9th Regiment and also 37th ARBN Regiment Battalion. त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि यिनीहरूले चाहिँ लाओसन बाटोलाई अट्याक गर्यो. They came to Langve. Langveमाथि अट्याक गर्यो. They came to Keshan Combat Base. So Keshan Combat Base मा चाहिँ नाउ कता 7,000 troops थियो. And there was intense fighting going on around those hills, and Americans planned to relieve the force in combat base on 25 January. 25 January plan Operation Pegasus सुरु भयो. January 1 correction April 1 to 15 सुरु भयो. त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि 9th Regiment को चाहिँ नि एउटा बटालियनले चाहिँ नि they would attack along चाहिँ कालु टु चाहिँ रुट लाइनमा अट्याक गर्छ र कम्ब्याटमा जान्छ. अनि 1st Air Cavalry Division को चाहिँ नि 1st, 2nd, 3rd brigade they would air assault from Kalu to combat base, and they will link up, and they linked up on 8th April. 8th to 15th April, they had operation around there. On 15th April, 26th Chinese regiment came out from the combat base, and other Marines, that is 26th regiment, was relieved by 1st regiment of Chinese, 1st regiment, 1st Chinese Marine regiment replaced Garu, and they carried out a mopping up operation around the valley till July 11. On July 11, 1968, the base was completely abandoned. And here, on July 11, 1968, the Battle of Kherson ends. If you have any questions, you can ask me by phone or by email. And also, I have given all materials to Dr. Rajendra Keshi. Please take those notes from him.
Sure, sir, sure.
Okay, and do not refer to any materials on this watch except this. Okay, just read it only. Read this only. Okay. यो भन्दा अरु तिम्रो टाइम वेस्ट नगर यहाँ भन्दा अरू त बाहिर जानु जरुरत छैन जाँचमा त यही आउँछ give the short geography, give short background history, start and give the causes also, and then start the battle. And on the last, you can write implication. Tomorrow I will teach you about Tet Offensive, and finally I will also talk about why Americans lost the war and what are the lessons learned. Okay. Gentlemen, good night. Good luck. Good night.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. Rajanji,
Dharma, thank you very much for the talk.
Sir.
We'll continue tomorrow.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Gentlemen, if you have any queries of today's lesson, keep it for tomorrow. And tomorrow, you have to make yourself very clear about everything. There should be no doubts or no left out about the Vietnam War. Okay. Thank you. Rajendra, meeting closed, please.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Can I have
Yes,
the PowerPoint of can I have the PowerPoint of today's and tomorrow so that we can come prepared tomorrow, sir?
No, it will be sent to you. Don't worry, we'll send to you.
Thank you, sir.